Hello again, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Pone, and today we're going to be diving into my Splody build, the Boomer build, and this revolves around Demolitionist and the Artillery Turret. So honestly, we're going to be leaving craters and burnt, singed buttholes everywhere. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. So if that's your thing, honestly, you're welcome. So if you're new here, subscribe, stay tuned, leave a like as it really helps out, and swing by a live stream. That's located down in the description below. We play every day, and Division's kind of our thing, so looking forward to seeing your little faces there. So to start, obviously, I like knowing these things right off the bat. You want to go for skill haste and skill damage. Those are the things that you want to be rolling on your 6-piece right here. They are going to allow you to hit the hardest and get your cooldowns back the quickest. So ultimate damage. And I think if you do this correctly, you build up a lot of skill haste. You're looking at about, I think, around 7-second cooldown on your artillery turret, which is pretty huge. And of course, I don't even have an optimized set right now, and I'm still hitting like 6.2, maybe 6.5 million. So big explodes, big radiuses, and big holes, and it's a lot of fun. So let's just dive into it. Now, the weapons, I personally recommend you looking into the Surge. You have Perfect Spike. Headshots grant 25% skill damage for 8 seconds. Now, this is kind of use it as you want. If you're running with a crowd control buddy, which I totally recommend, blinding is huge in this game, then you want them to be running that. You just peek up, poke, tap, tap in the head, and you get a big boosted damage. We're talking huge numbers. So be smart with it, though, and I'm going to explain why. Now, I have Bullet King on the side. I prefer that if I need to. If I'm dealing with a boss, like if I'm running District on Legendary, it's great to just pull into his backpack, and it's one of the things I can do to help focus fire down one particular target. Sweet Dreams isn't a terrible secondary either, but you shouldn't let people get that close anyways. Now, I'm using the Artillery Turret, and I feel like the perfect complement for that is, in fact, a Sticky Bomb. I feel like it's a good defensive mechanism, and I know you're like, wait, what? Strong offense, baby. That's all it means. So I do that. Anyone pushes too close to my turret and I can't kill him, I blow him up. Anyone pushes too close to me, I blow him up. It's it. I'm protective. So some people love cluster mines. It's not bad for challenging heroic. You get lots of different targets, hit lots of different time. Good cooldown. It's up to you. Now, as for the pieces here, we have 2 Grupo, 2 Hana, 1 China Light, and 1 Wyvern. Now, I would recommend you guys to farm China Light and Wyvern because they have a bit more flexibility and they're easier to find the talents you want. So I would definitely recommend China Light and Wyvern on the backpack and the chest. Now, for the backpack talent, I would recommend Shock and Awe. A lot of people say perfect. Go perfect. You don't need it. You don't. You really don't, because all it impacts is the time that you get the buff for. 27 seconds as perfect, 20 for standard. It doesn't affect the skill damage. You're still going to hit just as hard. And with as many of these little splodes you're going to be throwing out there, this is going to have permanent uptime after your first shot. Don't worry about it. So I've got this on my Wyvern backpack. And again, decent overall stats on it. Now for the chest piece, we got a God roll. I'm sorry, I got to flex on you, chat. That's wonderful. So we have this China Light right here. Glass Cannon. Well, it's self-explanatory. You guys know what it is. All damage you deal is amplified by 25%, but you take a lot more damage, which isn't matter. It doesn't matter. No pissing in your panties. It's cool because you're not going to be getting shot, right? Right? Don't get shot. So it really does amplify everything. Lots of extra damage. So that's a must-have talent in this, in my opinion. You could go with something like tech support on the backpack, but I feel like Glass Cannon is like a must-have staple in this build. Now, everything else is self-explanatory. With the Grupo's a little harder to find. You need 2 pieces of this, and it's always going to roll with a different core attribute. So basically, when you do recalibrate this thing, it's got to go skill tier, which means you have to find skill damage and ideally skill haste in the secondary slot. And in this case with the mask, it always does come with a utility mod, so that's one perk to it, but it's not easy. I still need skill haste. It sucks. I'm losing like 2 seconds on my cooldown. I'm mad. But everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Again, skill damage, skill haste out the butt. Get your Hana you fill it in wherever you want based on the pieces that you have. Grupo is probably the most frustrating to farm. Hana you can be a little challenging depending on where you get it as well, because I think it can roll with a different mod slot as well. So good luck out there. That's what I would totally recommend. Even little things like little baby starter builds like 2-piece Wyvern, 2-piece Hana you, 2-piece China Light. Not a bad start. It will still help you clear through legendaries, no problem. But this is the optimized. This is the big daddy. This is the one they tell you not to worry about. But honestly, tons of damage. It's wonderful. Mods should be pretty self-explanatory. I don't need to dive into that. You want more boom, more damage, more radius. Makes sense. So that is the build, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put some gameplay up showing you some legendary run through and just show you how potent this build is. And I totally recommend anyone doing legendaries to run with this because it is amazing. And again, it's not a great solo build. It's meant for team play. This has definitely got its pros and cons. So get out there, compliment your teammates, just blow things up, man. Enjoy. So thanks again for everything. Subscribe if you're new here. Swing by a stream. I'll see you guys soon.